This video is brought to you by The Vampire Goes to the Dentist, available on iTunes, Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and Smashwords. Physical copies available on Amazon and at Read Our Toys in Eugene, Oregon. Hey guys, Jake here. First video here with my mom. Everybody calls her Grandma. We're headed to pick up my homie Ben and his son, and we're going to go see Avengers Infinity War. Sorry about the poor video quality too. Alright, as promised, this is Ben.
Yeah, howdy.
Say hi.
Hello, it's Nick.
And we're on the way to see Avengers Endgame. Can you see yourself in there?
A little bit, yep.
Alright, so first things first. Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh my gosh, what the hell was that, dude? I mean, I think we got a serious contender for worst video game adaptation for a movie. Super Mario Brothers. I mean, they're
Don't
really,
get me wrong, though.
really
I
reaching
love
for
Jim Carrey.
I know, but
You know,
oh,
I just think
man.
they should have put him in a fat suit or something.
Right, and Sonic's look.
Oh yeah, I didn't say anything. Jim Carrey is probably the best thing about the movie. in general.
Yeah.
Terrible, terrible design. We got another fucking Fast and Furious director. Stop having these people direct regular movies. They don't know how to direct a regular movie.
Right?
I mean, if it's not a Fast and Furious movie with cars running around or hurricanes, because apparently, you know, the Hurricane Heist movie, which I still haven't seen, was directed by a Fast and the Furious director or something, or produced or something. I don't know. They were involved. But I heard that was a terrible movie. Bring back Sharknado. Something else that I've never seen.
Here's the thing: is
at
that these
least it's
guys
funny.
they
It's
make
meant
one
to be
good
bad.
movie.
Well, yeah, they make one good Fast and the Furious movie.
Yeah, and the next thing you know, they're getting hired to do all these projects that they have no interest in doing.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
And then you wind up with an Abrams verse.
or a Schneider's verse.
Right.
I'm gonna get a lot of hate on that. I know it.
Ah.
But you can't take a Fast and Furious director and throw him into a comic book movie, i.e. Aquaman, which, I mean, you can tell at least he tried. But the awkward, like, chase scene that didn't have any cuts, and it just was a camera flying around.
Oh yeah, the endlessly spinning camera.
Yeah, and
Oh
you
man,
know,
I felt like I was on a tilt-a-whirl for a while there.
yeah, and then it just like fucking, I don't know. Anyway, I'm not gonna get into Aquaman right now, but oh, by the way, we're going to the this way where I killed Pepe Le Pew.
Yep.
Yeah, Nick, I'm a murderer.
He's probably still there, stinking up the place.
I killed Pepe Le Pew the other.
How long did the stink stay in the car?
Gina washed the car twice the next day, and then she Febrezed the inside. I still have Febreze all over my freaking mirror there.
Oh man.
And I don't know if you can see that right there in front of your
Oh,
face.
yeah, I
the
see
big
that.
ass crack. Something just flew at the fucking windshield. I don't know if it was a bird, a rock, or
Oh
what.
man.
But it fucking
Nailed it pretty good.
nailed
looks
it
like.
bad. Can you make sure the phone doesn't fall down?
Oh.
'Cause it does.
There it goes.
We'll
there
edit
it
that
goes.
out.
The reverse.
We'll edit that out. Edit
Okay.
that out.
Okay.
Sorry.
And it's sideways now. Okay.
Bad lighting. We're in the car. It's nighttime. You know. Maybe that'll help. Maybe not.
Nope.
But at least you can hear us.
Okay, so
You don't need to see this.
for those of
ugly-ass
you
face.
watching the video, spoilers for Game of Thrones Season 8, Episode 4
Oh,
coming
God.
up here.
Spoilers for the entire fucking season so far. Jesus Christ.
That was awesome.
Man, my ass was clenched.
wasn't it?
Yeah.
My ass was clenched the entire fucking show. I
Oh,
was
man,
like,
yeah.
what? That's like the longest fight scene ever because it was
Yeah.
literally an hour
Was the longest
long.
time it
How many
Fight
days
scene.
did you say it took to film?
was? 55.
55 days.
Yeah. Oh
11
my
weeks.
God.
With the weekends off.
That was so fucking intense.
Oh, dude, that was crazy. The poor Dothraki, man. They were worthless.
I would call them worthless. They at least had a nice light show.
Right?
You know?
Well, that's what this is the one thing I didn't understand is when there was. Do you remember the Battle of Winterfell between Jon Snow and Ramsay Bolton?
Yeah.
Okay. Ramsay Bolton had set up these crosses all over outside around Winterfell that they lit on fire.
Right.
They could have done that and at least seen where they were about. You know what I mean?
I mean, but then it would just kind of be like repetitive and, you know, be like, oh, didn't they do that in that season? And I don't know. I think
it would
they
have
had
been fun to see them go out one at a time as they approached.
Well, yeah, that would have been cool, but I think that's kind of what
Like a little flash of a giant.
the flame swords were
that
all about. I loved how they did the White Walkers where they were just like crawling over each other.
Oh, yeah. How they came in as a wave at the.
Yeah. And I still say the Night King is a Targaryen descendant. Has to be.
Was.
Well, was
Was a Targaryen.
my badass
descendant.
girl.
Yeah,
Arya.
no, yeah. I think
Woo!
that too.
Woo!
I think that too.
Yeah, dude. Fucking brights. How's that? Yeah, thank you. Fucking asshole. Anyway.
This is probably the only time they saw us on the video.
Yeah, you could thank the guy that just blinded the shit out of me with his brights.
What about Leanne Mormont
Oh,
taking out a giant?
no, that was like. So if I love strong female roles, and between her and Arya, that was like ultimate fucking
Oh yeah,
female
Girl
strong
power.
girl power.
yeah, all the way.
The only thing that could have ruined that was I'm Just a Girl by No Doubt. And if you see Captain Marvel,
We gotta do that now. You know that, right? We gotta do that now, right?
and that into the whole fight scene. Oh my God, that was so terrible, Disney. Jesus. I mean, girl power all the fucking way. But
Holy crap!
not I'm Just a Girl by No Doubt in the middle of a fight scene. It doesn't make any damn sense.
Right?
But yeah, that
What
that
about
was
Gangster's Paradise and
Oh.
Sonic the Hedgehog?
Well, Sonic's a gangster, man.
He ain't no,
what can I-
he ain't no gangster.
He's a
Blue
gangster.
Hedgehog.
He's a gangster. You know? He's collecting that coin. Collecting that coin.
Right? It's all about the gold.
What do you think he does to get all that gold, man? You know?
He runs real fast. Maybe he is
Why,
a gangster.
how do you think he gets to run real fast?
I
Man,
don't know. Drugs?
he's on those drugs, yeah. He's on meth or some shit.
Hey man, I got 50
And,
coins.
and now apparently he's like
Or 50
the-
rings.
Apparently he's like the Flash now, where like blue fucking lightning just runs all over his fucking body and shit.
Oh, I guess so, yeah.
I mean, the coolest thing was the sound effects; those were spot on, and the roll. The roll was pretty badass, where he just rolls into the vehicle. The jokes are terrible. The funniest thing.
Oh, yeah. And I'm sorry, but Jim Carrey was doing his best. The Riddler impression for that role looked like.
Well, I think it's supposed to be like a stupid role.
Well, yeah, but
I really wish they would have at least made him fat. You know, they could have done a John Leguizamo Spawn clown fat suit, and it could have looked terrible.
Right?
It could have looked terrible, and I would have been okay with it. At least a little bit more than I am now. I don't know. Unless the people like this video, I don't think I'm gonna go see it at all. Especially not in the theater.
right? Like and subscribe, and then comment on whether or not we should go see Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah. If anybody sees this video whatsoever. Because I highly, highly doubt it. I mean, even if you try to watch it, you're not going to see it because of the bad lighting. But I can't really have a light shining in my face while I'm driving down the street.
That's true.
Smoking Indo. Sipping on gin and juice.
I left my gin and juice. All I got is orange juice and vodka now.
Well, I mean, that still works. But, oh, shit. I won't say that on the video. But, yeah, man, that's just so fucking
Dude,
terrible.
I can't wait for Endgame, dude.
Oh, man, I'm so fucking
I'll tell
excited.
you one thing.
What?
Is that it's not a spoiler, but
You better
Shane,
not fucking
Shane
spoil. I'll
called me.
stab you right in the
My
fucking
buddy
heart
Shane.
right now. You won't make it to Endgame. This would be your Endgame.
Damn it, I'll be dusted.
Where's my driving
Shane
glass
asked
at?
me, my buddy Shane asked me, why do the trailers lie to you? So I'm like, okay.
Because they don't want to spoil it. They want, you know, I mean,
I
like that the trailers
it must be
lie
a
to
glaring
me.
lie if my buddy Shane is asking me that.
Because I like it when they lie to me, because now I get a glimpse of what the movie is about. But and that glimpse, and it's not like a total lie, you know. I mean, like the Hulk in Infinity War, that was a total lie, but he was
Yeah.
still running in the Hulk Buster suit.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't give the movie away, and I'm fucking sick and tired of movies going to a movie,
Basically,
watching a trailer, and
knowing the whole story,
and
yeah.
being like, okay, well, I saw that movie,
Right?
you know.
Where all the best parts of the movie are in the trailer.
I mean, for example, Us. Us's trailer was really good.
Yeah, I got really excited.
It
to
was
see
really exciting, and then you went and saw it, and it was a disappointment. I'm okay with it being a disappointment because it had a good trailer. Okay? They didn't give everything away in the trailer.
Yeah.
Had they given it all away in the trailer, we would have known it sucked, and nobody would have saw it.
I haven't seen that one yet, actually. I've been wanting to see it.
Well, if you liked Get Out, you'll like this one, I think.
loved Get Out. I thought it was an
Um,
excellent movie.
Get Out, it was all right. And that's what Us is to me.
I must have watched
It
that
was
movie
alright.
5 times.
Yeah.
Get Out? Oh, yeah. I really liked that one.
Well, it wasn't that great to me.
But, you know, some people saw the twist coming, and
Yeah.
some people didn't.
Well, see, that's how Us is,
honestly
though.
didn't.
You get into it, and like 10 minutes into the movie, you're like, well, I know what's going on now, so do I have to watch the rest of it, or
Well, I didn't.
or
I didn't
what?
catch on.
Well, yeah, Mama didn't.
See, I'm
Catch
real
on,
excited
but-
for his version of Twilight Zone that's coming out here.
Well, I
pretty
hear it's good. I haven't watched any of them yet. Gina saw the first one, I think.
soon. Oh, really?
Yeah, and she said it was really good, but you know, I don't know. I haven't seen it yet. I want to, probably will, but then you have to subscribe to.
They're gonna get my money
CBS.
anyway for the Picard show.
Yes. Oh God, yes. Frank. Fuck. What's his name? Mom, you're the Trekkie. Help me out here. What's his?
Ooh, I don't know.
Frank Zappa.
Number one.
Oh, that's
Number one.
Yeah, no, his name's not Frank.
Riker, Frakes.
Jonathan
Jonathan Frakes.
Frakes.
Frakes. Whatever.
F-R-A-K-E-S.
Frakes.
Frakes.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I remember Frank. Okay. God damn it! And it's
Frank.
Frank. It's Frank.
Frank who?
Jonathan Franks is what I called him.
Right,
But,
yeah, that's what I used to call him too.
And I could have sworn I heard it pronounced that way. That's why I said it that way.
Right.
Because he used to be a host of a really good, kind of Twilight Zone show. Can't remember the name of it, but he would tell stories of like real life.
Yeah, I
things
I
that
remember
happen.
that. There's like abductions and abductions and stuff like that.
Yeah, I watched it. It was like 10
Yeah.
years ago or whatever. And he's done, like he worked on the Discovery series too. So, and when they did the Star Trek Experience in Las Vegas, he was in on that too,
Right.
which was amazing. I wish they
And
would.
he's directed some of the Orville's too.
Oh, and
Oh, yeah, he's-
I absolutely
oh.
love that show, man.
Man, that's an amazing show. Never stop that show. If you cancel that show, I'm gonna kick your ass.
Yeah.
That's a great show, and all the twists and turns
It's
that
one
it's
of the
been
best
taking.
shows you have.
Yes. And Netflix, I'm still mad at you for canceling Santa Clarita.
Okay, truth be told, I haven't watched the 3rd season yet.
Oh man, it's
I
so
keep
good.
meaning to, but there's also so much other good stuff on right now.
Yeah, but it's so good, and it leaves you on a really, really, really assholey cliffhanger. It's like
Oh,
My Name is Earl.
No.
No.
Yeah, My Name is Earl.
Oh.
Fucking cliffhanger where you never get to find out what's gonna happen afterwards.
I still
and-
want to know what's going on with Earl's kids.
Well, I mean, the theory with Earl Jr. is that he is Daryl's, and because he had that blood transfusion, he doesn't have the same blood type now.
Okay.
So
okay.
that's why, and the same blood, anything. That's why they can't say that he's not his, or that's why they say he's not his. But that's what the theory is. That there's no conclusion to it because of those assholes. But yeah, that's what they say. And then
Man,
Santa
that's
Clarita
messed
Diet kind of ends the same way.
And that was a fun show. I really liked that show.
Yeah, definitely watch season 3, dude.
You
I
know,
don't wanna
there's
spoil it
a
for
few
you.
big name stars in there, though. You know, it might get expensive after a while.
Yeah, but it's fucking Netflix, dude. They didn't pay taxes last year.
Oh,
on,
yeah,
what,
right.
Billions and billions of dollars of
That's
fucking,
true. No taxes.
Profit.
Profit,
You know,
yeah.
you know, and you can't fucking continue a TV show. Fuck you.
Right.
And then you're raising the prices more. You know. So.
Gotta please the shareholders, I guess.
Well, and I'm fine with that. I sure as hell don't mind paying $16 a month. But don't fucking cancel the shows that I watch.
Right? Don't
That's
cancel
stupid.
it. And they're pretty popular shows, and I'm gonna watch that season 3. I just haven't got to it yet because there's so much other good stuff going on right now.
I totally understand the Marvel stuff getting canceled. They were really good. Well, some of them were really good. But Marvel's doing their Disney service now, which is going to be amazing. Disney, I hope you keep it at $6.99 a month, and you don't try to rip us a new one, because we're already paying for this subscription, that subscription, this subscription. Pretty much, it's going to be way more expensive than cable, and I'm just going to wish cable was back.
But I think they're trying to phase out cable. See, because cable is a rough negotiator. They want to, if you want your program on cable, you have to negotiate the price and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And with the monthly subscription, they don't even have to worry about that. They don't even have to worry about advertisers because they're getting paid directly by the viewers.
Yeah. But
it's
I already have Amazon.
They're nickel and diming everyone to death.
Yeah. I already have Amazon, Hulu, and Netflix. Then I'm going to have Disney Plus.
CBS.
I'm probably going to end up getting CBS All Access. The DC
one.
Universe channel, because they have some really good
I love
content.
the Titans show.
Yeah, the Titans and
was
the
great.
what is it? I hadn't watched any of the new episodes.
The one with
Doom Patrol.
George of the Jungle.
Yeah, Brandon Fraser.
Yes, thank you. Yeah.
The caveman. Yes. I'm
I haven't
already
seen that
gonna
one yet.
subscribe to that because of those shows. Those are some great shows. DC's killing it on their animated movies.
Absolutely, they always do though. They always have.
And their TV shows I love too. The Supergirl. I'm really sad that Arrow is only going to be a few more episodes in season 8. Supergirl. I love Supergirl.
I was watching that a lot, but I kind of lowered it to
which one?
The Flash. I watched The Flash.
Oh yeah. You haven't seen Arrow though, right?
No, I've seen like most of the first season of Arrow,
I tried getting him into it.
and I've caught a few like crossover event type of things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But other than that,
I think Arrow was great. It did get a little bit repetitive.
I was
The
like,
last couple of seasons, though, got
It was-
way better.
So I was like, so I'm like a comic book fan,
Yeah.
right? And I always dig the comic books, and I always read the comic books when I was a youngster, you know.
Yeah.
And it was not the Green Arrow, it was Green Batman,
Yeah.
which I was okay with that, you know what I mean? But it just wasn't what I thought the character should be.
Yeah. Well, at the times, I don't think they had
You
the
know?
rights to do a Batman. That's why they did Green Arrow.
Right.
All right, guys. So we just pulled up to the theater. We're gonna head in, watch some Avengers Endgame, and then we'll get back to you and tell you what we thought about it. All right, guys. So we just got out of Endgame.
Major spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Major
Stop.
spoiler alert.
Stop watching. If anybody ever watches this, stop watching right now. If you haven't seen Endgame, first
Go watch it.
impression. First
Awesome.
impression.
Amazing. I loved it.
Lights are going out. There we go.
Definitely not exactly what I expected. But I've been actively avoiding spoilers too, so
Right. For me, it was exactly what I wanted. You know, I do wish, because it seemed like the 3 hours went really fast.
it did, right?
You know, I mean, I was never really bored. Where I was like, some movies that first half hour is just so fucking boring. You feel like the movie is a 3 hour long movie,
Right.
You know, and this one, it didn't seem like a 3 hour.
Right.
long
Well, there
movie.
was a ton of
Something
shit going on. Yeah.
Not necessarily action, but something.
Right.
And you know, whether it was interesting dialogue or, you know, the comedy stuff like Thick Thor and
That was great, man.
shit. Damn car lights. Let's see.
See, my only question is, does Nebula not know how her systems work?
What do you mean?
Well, did she not know that she would share that a network with her other self?
I would assume not. I mean, they've never
Probably
done it
been back
before.
in time before, so
Well,
you
that's
wouldn't know.
that's true, but
By the way, people, be nice to the other people in your theater. Don't be an asshole. I had foot tapping throughout the entire fucking movie. It really ruined it.
there was
Stop it.
seat
people-
kicking.
People were kicking Nick's seat. Don't do it. You're an asshole. You're going to
And
get your ass kicked one day.
Stay in your seat unless you have to go to the bathroom. Don't be running back and forth
Yeah.
in front of people, because that's rude.
Just have some respect for other people that spend their money to come enjoy the movie. Okay? Mom, what did you think?
Bastards.
I liked it. It was
Yeah?
pretty good, yeah.
Nick,
Cool.
It
Nick?
was good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I liked it.
All right, cool. Yeah, I think my...
Fast. It didn't seem like 3 hours.
Yeah,
Right.
back to what I was saying on that, though, is I would love like a 5 hour director's cut 4K version.
oh,
You know?
absolutely, yeah. One that you
Yeah.
could pause and go to the bathroom.
Yeah, one that you could pause, go to the bathroom. Okay, so I'm gonna start driving now. We're gonna cut the lights off and everything.
It's gonna be dark.
So it's gonna be dark for you guys that are never gonna watch this. It's not too bad. You can still see this. a
Right?
little
It's
bit.
like the Battle of Winterfell.
Yeah. Although we watched it in my theater,
Yeah.
so it was pretty fucking badass and lit up.
Oh,
pretty
I
good.
bet.
It wasn't that dark on the
I
screen.
bet.
Yeah, I mean it's what, like a 200-inch screen, Mom?
Yeah, I guess. You know, like a movie. Well,
It's like a
you know,
small
it's
movie
the whole side,
theater.
the whole side of the wall.
Yeah, and then we had the badass sound with the, you know, the speakers and everything. So
Right.
it was pretty badass.
Yeah, we watched that Han Solo movie on it. That was pretty awesome.
Yeah, yeah. It definitely made it a better movie.
Yeah.
Uh,
Something had to.
Not even Darth Maul could have saved that one.
Right.
But and how neither could what's his face, Howard. Not Howard Stark, but what's his fuck? Come on, Opie. Come on, help me out. Ron Howard. There
Ron
you
Howard.
go.
Did he direct that?
He did. Well, yeah, but it was like the two guys from the Lego movie started it, and then they fired them like halfway through the fucking shoot or whatever.
Right. Yeah. We are not putting Legos in it, damn it.
and then they hired Ron Howard. That's why Ron Howard's brother's in it.
Okay.
Like any other Ron Howard movie.
Man, that guy looks weird still.
Yeah, he was always.
He's a scary looking motherfucker.
Right.
I mean, I know sometimes I can look like I'm a scary looking guy. You know, especially if I don't say anything and you know, you catch me down a dark alley or whatever. But it's not like I hang out in dark alleys or anything like that.
Oh yeah, I'm supposed to be at a dark alley at 3. You know.
But yeah, it wasn't a great movie. It wasn't a terrible movie either. But speaking of great and terrible movies, so I give this one a 9 out of 10.
Me too.
Which is pretty much the same thing as Infinity War. The only difference between this one and Infinity War is they're completely different movies. You know?
Yeah.
They're shot differently, edited differently. Infinity War was like pretty much nothing but non-stop action, like all the way through the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And it was Thanos' quest to collect the stones. And then this one was the opposite. It was, the Avengers quest.
Quest to collect the stones from the past.
Yeah, but it wasn't really a whole lot of action. It was mostly like callbacks to the old movies, which really make those movies a whole lot more interesting now.
Right.
When because I love it when you get the secondary view from the time travelers, and they did a perfect job.
Oh
with
yeah.
it, which begs the question on that, Loki. We actually touched on it a little bit through the credits.
Mm-hmm.
So Loki grabbed the
space
Tesseract and went into the portal. So is this going to be leading into his TV show, where he's jumping around like Quantum Leap style, or are they going to just drop it and not say anything else about it, kind of like they did like the whole Soul Stone traveling communication with Child Nebula, or not Nebula, Child Gamora.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Mom. I'm really bad at names, so yeah.
Yeah, they never touched on that. They never touched on that.
Yeah, well, that's what I want. I would love, like I said, a 5-hour director's cut of this movie and put everything that you cut out into it.
Right, because there's a lot of stuff that was kind of left undone from other movies.
Well, yeah, but it's also supposed to be assumed too. Like, okay, you assume this, you assume that, and we kind of touched on this kind of at the end of it too. The aging process that they did on Captain America.
Absolutely.
Holy shit!
Absolutely
Oh, man.
perfection.
Oh, man.
That is the best aging I have ever seen in any movie whatsoever.
No doubt.
They had to spend millions just doing that.
No doubt.
That was just fucking.
I was like, wow, it was almost unrecognizable until you see him talk and move, and it's like, oh wow.
Yeah, I really thought, you see the prosthetics, and you can kind of tell how it moves, and all that shit, so it's not necessarily real, but this shit looked real, and it looked like I was staring at old Chris Evans.
Right.
Maybe it was his dad.
So,
I highly doubt
is
that.
Gamora gonna rejoin the Guardians of the Galaxy?
I assume so, just because it's Gamora, and
All the progress Quill made with her is reset.
well, that's why he was searching for her in the database. He's like, I don't want to do all that work again. I laid the groundwork, man. What the fuck? Come on. She was hard enough the first time. Now she knows I'm an idiot.
Right?
Oh, camera.
I kind of like that there's consequences.
No, yeah, definitely. Definitely.
When you get something epic like that, there should be consequences.
Yeah.
And we got a couple of major deaths.
Oh, God, yes. Be truthful. How many of you teared up? Because I know I did. On both of them. I was like...
I did.
Oh, man, that was so fucking crazy.
I was close at the end.
You were close at the end?
Yeah. The girl next to me was sobbing though.
Was she?
Yeah.
I heard a lot of people sniffling, man. I don't think there was too many dry eyes in there.
Honestly,
that was some tough deaths.
Yeah.
These two people we spent 10 or 11 years with now in these movies,
Mm-hmm.
and we really felt a connection to these people.
I have to say, one of the more emotional points for me was when Thor got to see his mother moments before she passed.
Oh yeah, that was freaking awesome. And the Natalie Portman, man, that was awesome. That was so awesome.
Rocket running, come on, man! I got it.
That was pretty funny. But yeah, I totally agree. That was a great moment too.
Mm-hmm.
What else was? The whole Hail Hydra. That
Hail
was
Hydra.
awesome.
Yep.
That
Was great.
That was a kind of a nod to the whole fucking Steve Rogers Captain America being Hydra the whole time in the comics and everything. That was really good.
Yeah.
I love that one. And then they're just like, okay, you can have it.
Yep.
That was fucking funny.
Having to go back and get some more pin particles.
Yeah, I wish we had a little bit more explanation for like how Hulk became Professor Hulk, even though it's not stated as Professor Hulk.
Right.
And I would have loved to see more with the Ronin character too. I mean, he was a badass, but I would have loved to see more of him.
So Loki's out there running around with the Space Stone.
Yeah, pretty much. And that's what I'm assuming is going to be the little Quantum Leap TV show thing that they have on the Disney Plus streaming thing that they're going to do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That would be neat.
Which is fucking awesome at $6.99 from what they said to their shareholders.
I can't wait. Well, I heard
They've got my money already. Just don't raise the price.
Right. I heard Disney was acquiring AT&T as well. Maybe a rumor. I'll have to do a little bit more research on it.
I don't know about that. That would be interesting because
But AT&T owns HBO.
Well, AT&T owns DirecTV
Yeah.
too. So
Oh, wow.
Disney
Yeah.
owns ABC.
yeah, and Disney owns ABC
Yep.
and Fox. So I don't know.
Fox.
I don't know. That might be harder to actually acquire than Fox was.
Right, but
Because
Daenerys
they-
Targaryen a Disney princess?
Hell yeah!
You can do it.
I would throw Princess Leia and Daenerys in a fucking princess pack of dolls any day of the fucking week.
Right.
Leia's already a Disney princess, which is fucking fine with me.
Yeah.
But Daenerys, yeah, hell yeah. Let's put Khaleesi in the Disney princess thing. They probably wouldn't though because it's such a violent and kind of
Right.
more adult
She'd
show.
be the only naked one, you know?
That's not true. There are naked ones of other ones that are floating around on the internet.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
I'm not talking about, subreddits and stuff like that.
I don't even do Reddit because I've seen stupid shit like that. And by the way, I'm calling it first. I've never heard it from anybody else. I've even left it on comments on YouTube. Finn is a Skywalker. Spoiler. In my opinion, that's what I'm guessing.
What?
Who is
Finn is a Skywalker.
Who's Finn?
Finn
was
from Star Wars.
Finn was the First Order guy that escaped with
Yeah.
Poe Dameron.
Yeah. And then, that's another thing. So not only is Finn a Skywalker, he's also a gay Skywalker, and he's going to get with Poe. That's that, and I'm perfectly fine with that. I don't care.
Poe's gonna be
Just
like, ew,
don't-
Rise of the Skywalker.
Exactly. Where do you think the name came from? Don't you know JJ's a nasty, nasty man?
This is great.
So, Lando and Leia had relations when Leia and Han were no longer together. They were on a Ross and Rachel break.
Right.
And that's when they hooked up. And then, I guess, I don't know what happened in between. I don't know, like, why Leia doesn't know or what, or she just didn't tell us. But he got abducted by the First Order, mind wiped, and the reason why I believe he's a Skywalker is because he's the only one that's really broken out of the mind wipe that the First Order gave, you know?
Could be.
So he's definitely got the Force in him, and then he wields the Skywalker lightsaber like nothing, you know, like he's done it before.
See, I think, what's her name? The main girl?
Rey.
Rey, yeah. She's Luke and Leia's kid. They don't talk about it, you know?
She, nah, you know. One kiss, man.
They're aliens,
They
man.
don't-
They're aliens.
That's not how they reproduce.
That could help be how they procreate.
That is not how they reproduce.
One kiss and she's pregnant. That's why they have to have like lip rubbers.
Jesus Christ, man. You thought I was fucking out there. You're talking about kissing, just getting your sister pregnant and shit. And then you not knowing, apparently.
Right? Even if they saw it in the Force, they'd be like, oh, hell no.
You're like, the Force is strong with you.
Right? The Force is wrong with you. I'm out of here.
That's fucking dumb, dude. No offense.
So you wind up like Eric Stoltz Jedi, you know?
Nick Nolte.
Right?
I am a Jedi!
You know,
Yeah!
Eric Stoltz from Mask.
Yeah.
Wide-eyed
I know. I was thinking more of the like crazy fucking. Ah!
Nick Nolte.
Yeah. Ah! The cracked out one.
Right?
I am a Jedi! Ah! But, yeah.
I guess he was slated to play Superman at one point.
That would have been a good Superman.
But I
I-
guess the person who was doing it was,
Well, like obviously not when he was like crazy, mostly, right? Like old crazy.
oh
wackadoo.
man, I seen some of the photos. I was horrified. I'm glad it was never made. Not Danny Elfman. Tim Burton was supposed to do it.
That he wasn't Superman. Nicolas Cage was supposed to be Superman.
No, Tim Burton was supposed to make the movie, direct it,
Oh,
and stuff
yeah.
after doing Batman.
Right, he was supposed to make the movie with Nicolas Cage as Superman.
Yeah.
I don't know how that would have went
On
either.
a funny
He's got
side
that-
note, he just played Superman in the Teen Titans Go movie.
Yeah. I haven't seen it yet, but yeah, I do
It was
know
pretty funny.
that. I like the Titans TV show.
The Titans TV show is amazing, man. I can't wait for the next season
I
to come out.
really loved what they did with Raven. How they
Yeah.
handled her. Oh, I think I smell Pepe Le Pew.
Oh, man.
This is right around where I ran him over. Man, don't make me feel even worse, asshole. Jeez.
Look, we'll just go get some Infinity Stones from the past.
I'll
We'll bring them back here. We'll snap Pepe the Pew back to life.
But why don't we just go back and just not run him over at all?
Well, then how are we going to have any conflict?
And then it would just never happen, and then we'd never travel back in time. Oh yeah, this isn't Back to the Future.
See, that's the time travel paradox. That's the whole time travel paradox. See, they did it right. They went back in time, grabbed the stuff to fix the present.
Yeah. And then
If they tried to change the past, then they wouldn't have to go back and change the past.
Yep.
And then it would happen anyway.
Yep. I really like the way they handled it.
Oh yeah.
A friend at work said that, not to think about it too much. Pretty smart dude. And he's like saying that, they wouldn't be back in their same form. So like the stones wouldn't be the Tesseract or the scepter or,
Right.
the goo and all that stuff. But I would assume that if they were placed back in the exact moment before they took it, it would just automatically revert into the state that they got it from.
Right.
That's what I assume.
Well, see,
He didn't think that, but that's just what I would assume.
and what about the Soul Stone?
What about it? Like, how do you return it?
No, like well, that's a good question.
I would say if it was me, I'd be like talking to fucking Red Skull and be like, okay,
Here you go,
so
dude.
I'm back. Give me my friend back.
Well, and that's the other thing. You have to sacrifice what you most love
Love the most, yeah.
to get the stone, right?
Yeah.
She sacrificed herself. He didn't sacrifice her.
But he kind
let her
of did.
go.
He let her go.
He didn't let her go. She flung herself off.
Well, but still, I mean, yeah, no, because to me, he did let her because, like, they're not like, they're trying to kill themselves, but they're trying to sacrifice themselves.
Mm-hmm.
But in the end, they do end up losing the other one because they lose the fight. They sacrifice the other one. I mean,
Right.
I get where they were going. I get it. I'm not going to question that.
Right.
What I really liked was I liked that they fought about it. I liked the action in between. It wasn't too long. It wasn't too drawn out. They wasn't trying to hurt each other. They were just trying to stop each other from jumping. I really enjoyed that whole thing. And that's what we really need to get into is like who actually died, because I don't think
Clint should have just thrown his bow and arrow over.
I don't think we actually. But they
Crying,
they loved each other like a family.
Yeah,
and
of course.
his wife and family has already died, and there's only one other person left.
Well, and they got this crazy
cares
history too that
that we don't know about yet.
something about Budapest.
Yeah, which hopefully that movie will touch on, the Black Widow movie.
Right.
But so again, if you haven't seen this movie, spoilers. Even if you've been spoiled up to this point, we are about to talk about who actually died, because we haven't said anything about really who died.
Right.
So Black Widow.
Dead. Not coming back.
Gone.
In fact,
Can't bring her back.
Hulk said when he snapped
He
the
even
fingers,
wished.
he wished for her to come back, yeah, and tried, but she wouldn't. Tony Stark. Dead. With this famous line, "I am Iron Man."
So
at the end.
technically 3 people though, because Cap too, because Cap is now an old man.
Well, he's not dead
So
yet.
he's not dead yet, but I mean he's practically 1 foot in the grave.
So when Cap went to go see her after he woke up, and she's like, "I got married and had a life and had a bunch of kids," she didn't tell him it was with him.
I guess not. Well, I don't know if that. So from what the what's her face? The fucking Doctor Strange's predecessor.
Oh, the ancient one.
The ancient one, yeah. So from what she said, when the stones are taken, a second timeline forms.
Right.
So
That's my neighbor.
is there multiple timelines now?
I don't. Well, if they returned it before Doctor Strange starts his training, then no. Because without the time stone, Doctor Strange can't stop Dormammu,
Right.
and Dormammu takes over the entire universe.
Right. Okay, and now from the way that they explain time travel is your present is now your past and your past is now your future.
Mm-hmm. So you have to go back
I get it.
and grab something and see if it's like trying to stop your changes, right?
Right. No.
So you go back and you change what happened, and you don't need to go back and change what happened, and it happens anyway. It always happens.
Right.
But to go back and like get something that was destroyed and then come back to the present and change the present, you can do that without harming the timeline.
Right, but what I'm saying is Captain America. So Captain America took the stones back, so who takes the stones back?
Captain America did.
But he was never around. He grew old.
Well, he took the stones back and just took the long way back.
But he was never there to help with the fight.
Sure he was. He didn't go back yet. So he was there to help with the fight, and then he went back.
Right. And then he
And then he
never came
stayed
back.
out of it. Then he stayed out of everything.
Yeah, he stayed out of everything. That's what I'm saying.
And then he took the long way back.
He didn't do Captain America 2 or 3.
No, he let all that
or
stuff
any of
happen
that
the way it was
stuff.
supposed to happen.
And then Thanos got everything. And now we're here at the point in the movie, okay, where Captain America is wielding Thor's hammer, but there is no Captain America because he took the long way home.
Right. Well, a lot of other stuff should have changed too,
Yeah.
with Loki escaping instead of being sent to that prison. Remember,
Right. But
Loki,
that's what I'm saying is
without Loki being in the prison, he doesn't tell the guy which way to go
right,
during the attack.
right. But that's what I'm saying too is that because Loki took the Tesseract, now there is a separate timeline.
It is.
Even if
Yeah.
Tony go and them go, Tony and Steve go back in time, that timeline is already gone.
Yeah, exactly. Because
So-
he's escaped, which means he was never in prison, which means he never broke out of prison to help defeat the Dark Elves, which means he never took over Asgard pretending to be his father, which means that his father was never exiled to Earth,
Which means
which
Hela
means
never
that
woke
Hela
up.
never woke up, right?
Thor never lost his eye. Thor's not, bleeding cheese whiz.
Right?
That's what I'm saying. It's a whole fucking time paradox.
So
thing.
maybe there is another timeline that they're gonna have to deal with.
That's what I'm saying, and that's what I think they're gonna, because they're doing I think it's an animated What If series.
Oh, nice.
On the
I always
Disney
like the
service.
Marvel What Ifs.
Yeah, those are great. And then they're doing the what is it? The Loki series, and then they're doing the buddy cop series with Falcon and Winter Soldier, or Captain America and the Winter Soldier.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, yeah, we have a new Captain America.
Yep.
And then
So does that mean the Falcon is dead?
theoretically, and then they were doing the Black Widow movie.
because Bucky was supposed to be the new Captain America in the comics. It's
In
Bucky
the comics, yes.
that becomes the
But
new
I
Cap.
feel like that would be too fast for this Winter Soldier because he like literally just came out of like stasis and is
Right.
not the Winter Soldier anymore.
Right.
And he's got to deal with killing Tony's parents and you know all the other bullshit that he did.
Right.
So I feel like this is a right step in the right
Oh, yeah.
direction because
Yeah.
you know I like Falcon. He's
So,
all right.
Iron
so.
Man's dead, but we got a new Captain America. So that old Steve Rogers is no more. Which
But there's
running around with the hammer, that was pretty awesome.
yeah, but there's Old Man Cap too, isn't there? Like in the comic books, I
Yes,
never read
there is an old man Cap.
So now that gives a possibility of Old Man Cap also
Right.
if he ever comes back and does anything.
Right, because there's like 3 or 4 Captain Americas in the comics. There's Old Man Cap, right? The original one that got frozen in ice.
Right.
Right. There was Bucky,
Right.
right? There was Falcon, and then there was another guy. I don't know who really know who he was. I got familiarized with him during the first Civil War comics,
Mhm.
and he was. I have no idea who he is or what his backstory is or anything like that. All I know is that he took up the mantle and was kind of like Bucky, where he was part mechanical
Okay.
and got destroyed by Red Skull's daughter, who's a very powerful villain in the comics.
Right on. Yeah, he's the big comic book nerd. I used to read him a little bit, but he's reading
yeah.
them now.
I love me some comics.
Um,
Well, back in the day, we didn't have awesome Marvel movies. All we had was comics, you know.
yeah, all we had was the 84 Fantastic Four movie.
Oh, ay. Yeah. Oh, and don't forget, you know, of course, there was the old Captain America. Captain America throws his mighty shield.
Yeah, and then the classic Spider-Man TV show, and then
Oh, man.
what was it, American Hero?
I mean, have you got familiar at all with the Japanese version of the old Spider-Man show?
Yes, I've seen
What the heck?
I've seen some clips of that. Yeah.
Oh,
Hey, you know what, man? They do it differently there, man. That's they do it differently there for sure.
definitely.
But I'm glad we have really decent movies now. I wish DC would catch up. Shazam, that was DC's best movie.
Shazam was pretty good.
I really liked how they did the horror comedy.
I was
mix.
kind of thinking about Shazam. You know how Shazam and the kid, that kid doesn't act like Shazam. Shazam doesn't act like that kid.
Well,
They should at least try to do impressions of each other.
I feel that at first, the kid that played Billy was just kind of stuck up and, you know, in his own world and just
Right.
kind of pushing everybody else out. But as soon as he got the Shazam power, it scared the shit out of him.
Spoilers for Shazam, by the way.
Yeah. It scared the shit out of him, you know?
Yeah.
And I feel like that's possibly how that kid would have acted if, well, any kid, really, if they were just an adult, you know?
Yeah.
If you remember Big, it was the same way
Yes.
with Big.
Right, but
You know,
Tom Hanks, the kid and Tom Hanks were believable that you could believe one was the other.
I think I believe.
Whereas
Zachary Levi
as a
was-
kid, he was always dark and brooding and kind of like you say, in his own world. And as Shazam, he's like,
Yeah,
you know,
well,
a lot.
I just, like I said, I think that was more like the beginning. After he had turned into Shazam, I think he kind of lightened up and he was a little bit lighter
Yeah.
and more bubbly, like Zachary Levi. I mean, I see what you're saying, but I think it was fine. I mean, if that was my only complaint
Right. Yeah.
with the movie,
No.
I would be perfectly
No,
happy.
it was a good movie.
It was definitely better
It's
than-
made better because I'm not real super familiar with the character, and so I'm not real critical about them deviating from
The comics?
origin. Oh, yeah.
Well, so a lot of that was Black Adam's origin
yeah.
from the comics.
Well, I know who Black Adam is and what his origin is. He was supposed to be the original Shazam,
Yeah.
and yeah, messed it up.
Yeah. But we'll get into that once that comes out eventually.
Yeah.
Rock, we need that movie, man.
Yeah.
If it's going to be anything like Shazam, we need that movie and we need it now.
Listen,
He's not watching this.
he will be when we're famous, and when you watch this, just know we were rooting for you to do good, so you better do good.
You know, not really. I mean, I watched Rocky Maivia when he was a wrestler, and I never liked him until he became the people's champ.
Yeah,
And then
that was his whole shtick.
And then
he was a douche.
and then he turned and he was the corporate champ, and I loved him even more.
What?
Hell yeah.
Hell
And he would do that eyebrow.
Oh,
that was
we used
great.
to have bets. I used to have these
And then-
pay-per-view parties.
No. So and then
And-
The Rock said, "Do you smell what The Rock is cooking?" And then the next time he said that, I said, "Do you smell what The Rock is smoking?" And then like 6 months later, Vince McMahon said, "Do you smell what The Rock was smoking?" And I was like, "He stole my shit." But anyway, yeah, we need more DC. We need more good DC movies.
Right?
It sucks that they are just now hitting a good stride.
There's just too many fingers in the pot, man. They keep trying to mash different storylines together. They keep trying to mash
They're just
different
doing it
timelines
wrong.
together. They're doing
Marvel
it wrong.
did it fantastically.
Exactly. Everybody had their own origin story. You knew who everybody was. That way, when they got into their big movies,
Yeah.
right, you didn't have to wonder who this
Put
person was.
18
or
different origin stories into one fucking movie.
Right. Or put characters in the movie you have no idea who they are, what their powers are. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, but it was on a flash drive. All their powers.
oh yeah,
Flash drive.
because Lex Luthor knew everything before Batman did, because apparently he's smarter.
Jake,
Yeah.
I only got like 4 hours to sleep.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Well, I guess we're gonna cut this short.
Till next time, this is Driving to the Movies with Jake and Ben.
See ya.